Ayes 33, noes 3. Measure passes. Members, we have a member off the floor, so we're going to go back to on call. And we're going to look at file item 127, Senator Galgiani. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 1164 by Assemblymember Gatto, enacting into water conservation and declaring the urge thereof to take effect immediately.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. The legislature recently passed a package of bills to address California's water crisis, and the governor signed an executive order mandating major water use reductions across the state. The need to reduce our uses of water will not end when the rain returns. This bill will equip Californians with more tools and resources to save water now and permanently. Landscape irrigation is the largest user of urban water in this state, nearly 43% of urban water use, and it's an area with the highest potential for water use savings. AB 1164 will help Californians reduce their water consumption on landscape irrigation by rolling back local ordinances that take away a homeowner's ability to install artificial turf in their yards. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Galgiani. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Bates. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Block. Aye. Cannella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Galgiani. Aye. Glazer. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Hernandez. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Hueso. Aye. Huff. Aye. Jackson. Aye. Lara. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Mendoza. Hernandez. Aye. Mitchell. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morrell. No. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. Aye. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Aye. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wachowski. Wolk.
Gaines, aye.
Wolk, aye. Gaines, aye. Glazer, aye. McGuire, aye.
Senator Galgiani.
Mitchell, aye.
Senator Galgiani moves the call. Members, we're moving now to file item 128, Senator Hall. Secretary, please read. Yes, Secretary, please read. File item 128.
Assembly Bill 795 by Assemblymember Atkins, enacting into tribal gaming and declaring the urge thereof to take effect immediately.
Senator Hall.
Yes, Mr. President and Senators, AB 795 ratified the Tribal State Gaming Compact between the state and the Sequan Band of Kumeyaay Nation. The compact supersedes the tribe's 1999 compact and will be in effect for 25 years. This compact is consistent with provisions of several other compacts that this body has ratified over the past few weeks. This compact allows the tribe to operate up to 2,500 slot machines and will result in more revenue being distributed to local jurisdictions and non-gaming and limited gaming tribes. From the state's perspective, this compact includes increased regulatory, consumer, and environmental protections. It also allows the tribe to offset its payments to the state as credits that may be used for local projects such as healthcare facilities, law enforcement, fire protection, renewable energy, and water conservation projects in order to mitigate any casino impacts. This bill has the support of the greater San Diego community, business interests, other tribes, labor, law enforcement, and local elected officials, and I respectfully ask your aye vote, and upon moving this bill successfully, I will ask for immediate transmission to the Assembly.
Great. Thank you, Senator Hall. Members, debate or discussion? Senator Anderson.
Senators, I rise in support of this. Sycuan is a neighbor of mine. They are tremendous neighbors. They provide jobs and opportunities. They've done an awful lot for the community. They have a fire service. We've had many a crisis with fires in my district, and they have been the first to respond each and every time. Very generous with the resources, great employers, one of the largest employers in my district, and terrific neighbors. I urge an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Anderson. Just a clarification, we will be announcing the vote on this bill. Senator Lara.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I also rise in support of AB 795. You know, as a former student leader at San Diego State University, we often relied on our community partners for support, and Sycuan has always been there. They've actually created a Sycuan Institute for Tribal Gaming at San Diego State, and it's the first of its kind in the country, and have offered numerous scholarships to Native American students, again, demonstrating their long commitment to not only San Diego State University, its students, but the San Diego area. And so I'm proud to, as a former Associate Students Vice President at San Diego State University, rise in support of this important bill that will continue to allow Sycuan to be a good partner for the San Diego community and San Diego State University. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Lara. Further debate or discussion? Seeing none, Senator Hall, would you like to close?
Yes, respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Right. Thank you. Members, would there be any objection to unanimous roll call? Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Aye. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Block. Aye. Canella. Aye. De Leon. Aye. Fuller. Gaines.
Aye.
Aye. Galgioni. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Hueso. Aye. Huff. Aye. Jackson. Lada. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morrell. Aye. Wynn. Nilsson. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. Aye. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Aye. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Jackson. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wachowski. Aye. Wolk. Wolk. Aye.
Secretary, please call the absent members.
Fuller. Galgioni. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Mendoza. Aye.
Ayes 39, no zero on urgency. Ayes 39, no zero on the measure. The desk will note, immediate transmittal. Okay.
We just want to make sure she can add that.
File item 129, 130, 131, 132, and 133. We're going to start with file item 129. Senator Pavley. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 617 by Assemblymember Perea and Act relating to water.
Senator Pavley.
Yes, members, thank you very much. I'm presenting Assembly Bill 617 for my good friend Assemblymember Perea, which would better ensure all parts of California achieve its groundwater sustainability goals passed by the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act last year. Specifically, this bill would do the following: allow groundwater sustainability agencies access to private capital through private-public partnerships. It would ensure that state entities such as prisons and state highways are demonstrating compliance with the goals of SGMA. We need all the overlying property owners in a basin working together. It also allows in lieu water use as a tool to better allow the basin to recharge. It also allows groundwater sustainability agencies to begin implementing their plans as soon as they are adopted. This bill has received overwhelming bipartisan support. I ask for your aye vote on behalf of Assemblymember Perea.
Thank you, Senator Pavley. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. I. Gaines.
Aye.
I. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. Jackson. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. Morlock, I. Pan. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, I. Huff, I. Galgiani, I.
Senator Pavley moves the call. Members, we're going to move to file item 130, Senator Hernandez. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 1073 by Assemblymember Ting, enacting to pharmacy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, this bill requires all pharmacists to provide translation directions for use to limited English proficient patients. Pharmacists can meet this requirement by two ways, by using translations made available by the Board of Pharmacy. The board has translated 15 standardized directions for the use of 5 languages, which is Chinese, Korean, Russian, Spanish, and Vietnamese. It'll provide their own translated directions for the use. Some pharmacists already offer patients comprehensive translation services and are encouraged to continue to do so. This bill ensures the needs for limited English proficient patients are met in the manner that can be particularly implemented by the pharmacy industry. It is sponsored by the Board of Pharmacy and has received bipartisan support. And with that, members, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Hernandez. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, we are going to move the call on these votes. We have a member off the floor. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. I. Gaines.
Aye.
I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. Mitchell. Monning. I. Morlock. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, I. Morlock, I. Mitchell, I.
Senator Hernandez moves the call. Members, we're going to move to file item 131, Senator Galgiani. Pass on file. Members will move to file item 132, Senator Pan. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 883 by Assemblymember Lowe, enacting to employment.
Senator Pan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senators, AB 883 prohibits employers from publishing or posting a job advertisement that disqualifies an applicant who is currently or was one point a public employee. A new trend in employment practices has surfaced, one that requires an applicant for employment to not be a participant of a governmental retirement plan. Consequently, qualified job applicants are now being discriminated against. AB 883 levels the playing field for job applicants by allowing the credentials and qualifications for the positions earned in service to the citizens of California speak instead of their status of current or former public employees. Amendments taken in the Senate limit the bill to public employers and remove substantial opposition. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Pan. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. No. Bates. No. Bell. I. Berryhill. No. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Fuller, no. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. Jackson. Lara. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. Monning. I. Morlock. No. Morrell. No. Wynn. I. Nilsson. No. Pan. I. Pavley. Roth. Runner. Stone. No. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Roth, aye.
Senator Pan moves the call. Members, we're going to move to file item 133. Senator Jackson. Not at her desk. File item 134. Senator Allen. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 485 by Assemblymember Williams, enacting to taxation.
Senator Allen.
Senators, AB 485 establishes the Prevention of Animal Homelessness and Cruelty Fund, a checkoff box for voluntary contributions on the California state tax returns. Each year, between 700,000 and 800,000 animals are taken in by California's public and private shelters. Sadly, less than half of these animals will be adopted into new homes. Previously, animal welfare tax checkoff funds have focused specifically on spay and neutering efforts. Unfortunately, these measures failed to meet the minimum combined contribution threshold and eventually dropped off the tax checkoff list. The goal of the fund proposed in AB 485 is to reach a wider audience of contributors by expanding the use of fund dollars to include not only free or low-cost spay and neuter, but also animal cruelty prevention and investigation services. The measure is sponsored by the State Humane Association of California, supported by ASPCA, and also the Humane Society of the United States, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Allen. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. I. Gaines.
Aye.
I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. Jackson. I. Lara. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Mitchell, aye.
Senator Allen moves the call. Members, we're going to move to file item 135, and then thereafter 136, 137, 138, and 139. File item 135, Senator Wolk. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 141 by Assemblymember Bonilla, enacting to teacher credentialing.
Senator Wolk.
Thank you, Mr. President. AB 141 protects and supports new teachers by ensuring they are not charged for mandatory induction. Induction programs provide critical support to teachers who begin their careers through personalized guidance and assessment. With the shift to the local control funding formulas, some LEAs started charging teachers to participate in induction. The cost can be quite high. and it is a huge burden for a beginning teacher. The recent amendments narrow the bill to align it with the recommendations made by the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. This had bipartisan support coming out of our own Education Committee, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Wolk. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Cannella. I. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Wesso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lotta. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. Morrell. Wynn. I. Nilsson. Pan. I. Pavley. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. No. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk.
Aye.
Wolk, aye. Nilsson, aye. Morlock, no. Morrell, no. Nilsson, aye to no.
Senator Wolk moves the call. Members, we're going to move to file item 136. Senator Glazer. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 1058 by Assemblymember Baker, enacting to pupil safety.
Senator Glazer.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Members, AB 1058, its purpose is to prevent child abuse on school campuses and in school programs. Every year, teachers and school employees receive mandatory training on identifying suspected child abuse and reporting when child abuse is suspected. Yet no training is required on child abuse prevention. AB 1058 would require the State Department of Education to establish for the first time guidelines and best practices for how to prevent child abuse. This bill has bipartisan support and has received no votes in either house. I'd ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Glazer. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. Bates. Anderson, aye. Bates, aye. Bell. I. Berryhill. Block. I. Cannella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Wesso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. Lotta. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. Pan. I. Pavley. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Senator Glazer moves the call. Members will move to file item 137. Senator Leva. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 968 by Assemblymember Williams, enacting to post-secondary education.
Senator Leva.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon, members. AB 968 establishes a standard notation across all of California's higher education institutions, which will indicate on a student's transcript when the student is ineligible to re-enroll due to suspension or expulsion and the period of time the student is ineligible to re-enroll. Currently, there is no standard method for noting on an academic transcript when a student is suspended or expelled for violating a university's code of conduct, which includes campus sexual assault. The inconsistency between the different post-secondary education systems demonstrates the need to establish a standard notation that provides more clarity and more information for universities and those that may need to review transcripts in the future. AB 968 creates this much-needed standard, ensuring a safe and secure campus environment for our students and everyone on those campuses. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Leyva. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. Gaines.
Aye.
I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leyva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. Wynn. I. Nielsen. Pan. I. Pavley. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Nielsen, aye. Morrell, aye.
Senator Leyva moves the call. Members will now move to file item 138. Senator Leyva. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 545 by Assemblymember Melendez, an act relating to domestic violence.
Senator Leyva.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon again, colleagues. AB 545 will close a loophole in California's domestic violence laws, as well as help to protect victims of this crime by giving them an opportunity to seek help while their abuser is behind bars. Specifically, this bill would impose a minimum 48 hours in jail for individuals convicted of domestic battery who also have a prior conviction for domestic violence. Members, domestic violence is still a major, major problem for all of our communities, so we must do all that we can to help prevent and punish this crime whenever and wherever it may occur. AB 545 has moved through both legislative chambers with strong bipartisan support. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Leyva. Members, debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines.
Aye.
I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leyva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nielsen. Pan. I. Pavley. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Nielsen, aye.
Senator Leyva moves the call. Members, we're going to move now to file item 139. Senator Hall. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 621 by Assemblymember Roger Hernandez, an act relating to employment.
Senator Hall.